Oh my goodness, you guys. I just spent 20 minutes trying to film what is probably going to end up being like a 5-minute video. Because two things. One, the dog, who you can hear in the background right now, walking over things. Anyway, the dog was knocking down my camera and also sitting on top of my camera and various things. Also, she kept perking up her ears like she heard someone in the other portion of the house. And I have anxiety, and so every single time she did that, I would get up, well, I was already standing, but I would get up and walk around the whole house to make sure no one was in the house, and then I'd look out the windows to make sure there weren't cars right outside. Like, it was an ordeal every single time that she perked up her ears. So, yes, it took me 20 minutes to film the video that you are about to watch. Hello, and welcome to my channel. I'm Mandi Grace. I am an author, mostly of historical fiction, but I do dabble in other genres as well. Today I just wanted to share a few of the things that have inspired my writing over the years. So with my Dystopian trilogy, there were a number of things that attributed to my inspiration. When I read The Giver by Lois Lowry, I was inspired to write my own dystopian story. They're nothing alike. You share absolutely no similarities except that they're both dystopian stories. But I read The Giver. Hi, Ada. Please don't knock the camera down. Don't do it. Don't do it. I just spent 10 minutes filming this video, and all of it was terrible, unusable footage because I was just misspeaking constantly, and I was feeling weird and doing strange things. So then I restarted it, and now I have Ada. But she appears to be leaving, so let's get back into it. So, I read The Giver. Have we discussed that yet? My brain is crazy. I read The Giver. Anyway, so yes, my dystopian story is not really similar to The Giver at all, but it was reading The Giver that made me think I wanted to write a dystopian story, so I did. Clearly I've given up on containing this beast. And then the third thing that I found inspired me and got me into the story was the song Brave by Sarah. I'm not even going to try and say her last name. I butcher names all the time and they sound awful and I just don't want to do that. So I'm not going to do it, but I'll put it on the screen for you to see. I will also leave a link in the description to the song so you can go check it out. But yes, Brave was perfect. Hold on, Ada. Aw, you knocked my camera down again. I've set the camera back up again. I don't know how much of that was usable because I didn't look at it specifically. So I'm going to say all of that again, just so I have a backup in case it wasn't usable. Okay. I have 3 main characters in my dystopian trilogy, and for some reason the song Brave just seemed to fit all 3 of them. So writing Courageous Heart and The Queen of Caradale, which are book 2 and 3 in my dystopian trilogy, I would start out my writing session listening to Brave. Those are 3 things that inspired my dystopian trilogy. And with my Robin Hood series, I'm just obsessed with Robin Hood. My original... Ada, what are you doing? My original Robin Hood series, which has 5 books in it, was just because I was obsessed with Robin Hood. And now my second Robin Hood series, which takes place a few years after my first one, is also just because I'm obsessed with Robin Hood. But the difference being, I'm writing the second series because I'm obsessed with my own story of Robin Hood. I wrote the first one because I was just obsessed with Robin Hood. And now I'm writing this one because I just love my characters and world so much. There will be a link in the description where you can find my website, which has my dystopian trilogy and my Robin Hood series. My new Robin Hood, Return to Sherwood, will be available in May. And I guess that's the end.